What's going on YouTube? Too Shiny here, and y'all already know my motto.
If it rhymes, that's when you know it's true.
Yeah, if you're not living for Jesus, you're not living at all, man. It's nice to be back on YouTube after a couple of days off. I honestly took a long break just to kind of get some things done in my personal life. And I'm back. I'm going to just check out this Fortnite. I've heard a lot of stuff about this Fortnite game. For a long time, people have kind of been hyping this game up and saying that it's just an extraordinary game, and pretty much everybody plays it. It's almost taking that wave that Pokemon Go did in 2016. And I thought the game, personally, as you'll see in this video, I thought the game was pretty good. For me, when I first started, I remember when this game first came out, and it really wasn't anything big. I first saw it on PlayStation Store, and the game honestly didn't really look like anything, spectacular. So I honestly just kind of checked it out, and I didn't like the fact that you couldn't respawn after being shot or killed in the game. So I ended up just saying, you know what, I'm not gonna bother the game. I hated the fact that if you get killed, you have to respawn back at the lobby. But I don't like to start off on a bad note, but that's just something to note here. This is not a review, this is just my first impressions, how I felt about the game, and basically what I want to see from Fortnite in the future, and what's basically going on in the community right now. Because honestly, it's crazy how many people actually like this game, and just how it's just taken over gaming in general. All of my friends on PSN play this game, honestly, and even the people that I do know and don't know play this. So I definitely had to look at this and check it out and revisit it after all this long time. And honestly, my impressions are great about the game. The game, it's functional, it runs well, it's smooth, the graphics look nice. When YouTube doesn't do it justice, because my videos do get uploaded in 720, native 720p. You can't really see how spectacular it is on this video, because for some reason whenever I upload my videos, it kind of derails because I'm using Share Factory. I'm not uploading from Share Factory, but I am editing from Share Factory. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's underscaling the way it's supposed to look, or I'm not sure. I'll definitely be working on the quality as I make more videos. And speaking of videos, I guess I know it's been a minute since I actually uploaded anything substantial. It's been maybe 2 weeks or maybe 1 week, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I won't be posting that much for these couple of months because of school and stuff like that. I just have to make sure I focus, because this is gonna be the biggest, the last semester for my technical college years. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen in 2020, but as for this semester, all the way to December, I probably won't be making as many videos. So just stay informed about that. But back to the video at hand. Like I said before, Fortnite honestly was a really good game in terms of just functionality and how the game plays and everything like that. But honestly, I thought the game itself, in terms of gameplay, was a little bit lacking in terms of the movement. I think the movement could have been a lot better. They could have done a little bit different with how you move, because I feel like they run too slow. As you can see right here, she's just kind of running in just this regular jog motion, but it's not as fast as I really want it to be. It's almost like I feel too grounded. I'm trying not to be nitpicky, but it's a gripe for me. And I just think they should improve on just how you move in this game, because you're going to be spending a lot of your time running around these huge maps, and there's got to be a way that you can navigate a little bit better than that. I had to speed up the running right here because it was so slow, and even the sprinting was kind of like almost like a run, like it was like a regular jog. The sprinting is not that fast, to be honest. They could at least put like a booster or something like that, some sort of item that can help you move a little bit quicker. Maybe there's some sort of item that you can get through the store using V-Bucks. You can probably purchase some sort of item to help you move a little bit quicker, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to worry about that because people normally just want cosmetics in the store using V-Bucks. And yeah, the stuff in the store is not really that cheap anyway, so I wouldn't advise them to do that. But in terms of the movement, I feel like it's okay, but there could be a lot more things they can do to help this thing work a lot better for people in terms of moving around, because it is very hard to flee your opponents fighting people in here because you move so slow. You move almost like 3-on-3, if you guys know what 3-on-3 is. It's basically the same type of animations like as this game, and it's exaggerated how you move in that game. You're really slow, and sprinting is slow, everything is slow until you get leveled up. But in this game, it's not like that at all. You just, you're set at that speed. So honestly, I thought the game, in terms of the gameplay, other than the movement, was pretty good. I mean, it's a shooter. You're gonna run around, you're gonna shoot people that you see, and hopefully you won't shoot your teammate. Because a lot of people can get confused, especially afar off, because you can't really see the arrow above your teammate's head. Sometimes, even in this video, I don't know if you guys caught it, sometimes I even aim down some of my teammates on accident because it's hard to see from a distance. Like, even check this video out, this clip out. It's hard to see who's really on your squad from a distance, but up close, of course, you can see everybody. You can see their name tags and whatnot. So in terms of like just the gameplay itself and movement, there could, like I said before, there could be some more improvements in terms of the movement, and in terms of like indicators and stuff like that. It's good, and of course the shooting and action is top notch, of course, because I mean this is now a big budget game where a lot of people, the expectations are high, and it's in high demand right now. It is kind of slowly dying a little bit, but honestly it's almost not even noticeable because I mean there's still a ridiculous demand for Fortnite as never before, because this game honestly is like, I think maybe 1 or 2 years old. I think it came out in 2014, 15, something like that, and or maybe even 16, I'm not even sure. But honestly, I think the game is just as fresh as it was when it first came out, and there's a lot more people playing than there was when it first came out, and there's, like I said, it's grown on people. So in terms of what the developers ended up going with in terms of the animations and like the overall graphics and visuals, I thought the game, that's probably the least thing I like about the game. I really don't like what direction they're going with the animations. Like certain games like Apex Legends, which is basically like a first-person Fortnite, goes in the same direction in terms of animation, and I don't know, it just looks kind of like Play-Doh-y, and it doesn't look as realistic in my opinion. It doesn't really, I don't know, it's kind of childish, to be honest. And I mean, it's not a killer, it doesn't kill the game or anything like that. It's just something to just note that, I mean, I thought the animations don't look, I don't know, I just don't like the way they went with the animation. Like, if you can look at the rocks over here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It just looks kind of cartoony, and it's just weird in my opinion. Dauntless, I don't know if you guys know about Dauntless. It's basically like an MMORPG, Dragon Slayer type game. They did the same thing with the animation when it comes to that game as well. And it basically looks almost as if it was made by the same company, to be honest. And it just kind of highlights more of a cartoony type look and feel to it. But another thing to note is the women on here and these hips. I honestly don't really know why the animators went with this approach. It looks kind of unrealistic how they've got the girls on here. Like, I think their figure is just too perfect in my opinion. And a lot of people have already done a lot of memes and all this kind of stuff on the game and how the females look, and it's just almost this unnatural like perfectness. Like, look at this, look at these hips. Look at these hips, man. Like, it's kind of like almost like weird because most of these girls, it's like unrealistic because most of these girls in real life don't actually look like that. So, but one thing I do like about this game in general, I do like the crafting and resources mechanics in this game. It's what makes this game unique, and it separates itself from the bunch of shooters, third-person shooters out there, and just shooters in general. It just separates itself by having this building mechanic, and that's what I think is probably the biggest plus when it comes to this game, because honestly there's nothing out there like it. And you can just literally take your axe and just plow through buildings, plow through cars, plow through trees, and just gain resources so that when you get into battles you can build and protect yourself. And it's just really awesome. But thank you guys for watching. Here are my impressions. I will get to another video in due time. I appreciate you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and God bless.